Today's episode is dedicated to your boy Super Saiyan, and they say, I'm now a member! Hey guys, my name is SENIAC and welcome back to another episode of Lumber Tycoon 2, and today you'll find me sitting on the ferry. We're finally crossing the river, the ocean, the sea, whatever you want to call it, to go to the store to buy all the lasers and stuff. To go pew pew. I'm just joking. We're going to buy all the stuff that's needed to kind of then finish off our automation system, which leads up to our wood sorting system. So guys, if you enjoyed today's episode, if you enjoy Lumber Tycoon 2 and want to see more of it, then please make sure you smash that like button down below. If you're new in here, then make sure you subscribe so you're notified when that next video comes out. But boys, we are doing it. I've had to, like, as soon as I loaded my base, you kind of have to run to the ferry and buy a ticket off your boy Hoover right now, because it leaves so quick. So I've had to kind of rush, kind of get in there. Guys, if you haven't recently noticed, or kind of if you're not in the Discord, the other day we did a live stream and I was playing Lumber Tycoon 2 and I did some grinding, and you'll only get to see that, guys, if you go to my Discord, and you can find out when I'm streaming. I stream on Twitch, so make sure you go check that out and give it a follow. But we're going to buy some stuff then. So in the live stream, I did manage to get the laser, but I kind of forgot the thing that kind of sends the signal to kind of turn it all on and all that kind of jazz. I feel like a huge dum-dum. But it's okay, because we're going back today and we're going to get it. Now, we have limited time. I also have to make sure when I come back, because if you're watching the live stream, I forgot to buy a ticket and everything glitched out and I almost freaking died. But we're going to see what's going to go down today. We're going to hopefully buy a ticket. I've got enough money to buy some good stuff, because it is quite expensive. Like, some of the stuff is like over like 10,000 a pop. That's crazy, boy. That's so damn crazy. Right, let's go to Link's Logic, the Logic store right now, and let's buy the goods. We're gonna buy all the goods, boys. All the goods. Right, this is slow. I definitely need a bigger and faster truck, don't I? 100%. 100%. Right, we're pulling up, boy. Skirt, skirt. And let's go in then. So, there's loads of things that we could potentially buy. We got stuff like, excuse me, the A&D gate, which compares two input signals and generates an output signal based on the logic operation. You can create some really cool stuff with all of this. You really can. And it would be nice to use that at some point, but it's not for me today. So, you got the signal delay. We have the signal sustain. Now, I'm going to buy one of everything anyway in general, because at some point I'm going to need it. And seeing as I'm over here at the minute, I might as well buy a couple of the goods. Might as well buy a couple goods, because at some point they will be quite handy. So let's just kind of throw that quickly in my truck right now. Run, 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 run. Let's grab... Is this the same? Is this the different one? Signal sustain. What was this one? A signal delay. Yes. Right, here we go, here we go, here we go, here we go. Right, get me, get me, get me. I've got to be really quick as well, because you've got limited time until the boat goes back. So, quick, 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 quick. Run, 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 run. Drop, 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 drop. What's going on? I'm stuck. There we go. Okay, so we got the laser. This is the wood detection system, which we'll buy one, because when we eventually set that up, we can kind of test it out. This is where you put a piece of wood in, and then you kind of get it all set up. We're going to need like another laser for that as well. And what kind of jazz and whatnot, and some other stuff. It gets quite complex, but it's kind of dope and it's kind of cool all at the same time. Now over here, we have our first laser, which we're gonna buy this one. We've already got one on the base, but you know, it doesn't hurt to buy another, boys. It doesn't hurt to buy another. Can you hurry? So it's like 11,300. Like, what? That's expensive. That is so expensive, isn't it? I drop that in. Run, you fool! Run! Right, over here then. We then have here the laser detector, which is what I forgot to get. It generates a signal when it's hit, when a laser beam is pretty much hit. I kind of completely forgot about this, and it's probably going to be a good idea to buy two, because I need a laser system set up for the wood detector as well, meaning I'm going to need another laser signal thing as well to kind of detect that signal. Right, throw that in. So we're going to buy another one. There is so much we're buying right now. So much. Right, grab another. And I think that's kind of all we're really going to need at the moment.
I mean, that's all we're going to need at the moment. There's like nothing else I need to do. So detection by yes. Because all it needs is the laser detection to make the thingy, you know, the signal. And for that to go off and then to turn my sawmill on. That's pretty much what I need. But as long as the wood is in the laser, I should be consistently getting a signal. If not, we can use some of this other stuff that I've just bought. Right, let me just double check. There's nothing else I'm missing. I've got wires, switches, and buttons. Don't need that. As cool as these are, these hatches, don't need them at the moment. Not going to get any of those stuff just yet. Don't need any neon wires. I think we're okay to go back. I think. If I've missed anything, it's going to be a huge boo-boo. Right, the boat is still there. Good stuff. Got to remember and make sure that I do buy a ticket. Because if I don't buy a ticket, that's when it all goes downhill very south. That's when it all goes downhill very south, and I'm going to need some help. The chef had to help me the other day on the stream. Didn't go down too well. Right, let's buy a ticket. Right, first, buy a ticket before anything else. I'll buy the ticket. Right, and then let's find out when he's next going. When do you next run? In 3 minutes, 22 seconds. Right, okay. We're going to sit and chill then for 3 minutes, 22 seconds. And let's talk about what we're going to do then. So, we're going to go back right now. If you can remember the last episode when we built that conveyor system, we had the conveyor at the very end that pushes down. We're going to put the laser round about near there. So when the wood goes through and touches it, it will then send the signal to our laser signal thing, which will then pump the signal out to the chop saw that comes down and then chops it up. And that'll fall down, it might go back up again, and the wood comes through a bit more, hits the laser, chops down, and keeps doing. And that's what creates our automated system. Once you got that in place, and we know that works, then we'll build the housing unit for the actual wood that kind of gets on and kind of stays still as it begins chopping and whatnot. And that's what we do after. And then we'll try and buy some conveyors. I've already started to the process underneath where it falls down and goes up the conveyor. I've got to make it go really high and then kind of bend around to go into our wood sorting system. But I do need to buy more land for that anyway. I do need to buy more land. Right. Let's see how long is left now then. For your boy. Let's see when do you next run? 2 minutes, right? Okay, it's been a minute. It's been a minute. Right, we'll wait for the rest then. And before you know it, we're going back home, boys! We bought it. Right, guys, we're now heading back slowly but surely. Here is the dock to the other area. It's gone pretty well. It's gone pretty fine. No issues. No worries. We're looking good, boys. We are looking good right now. So, we'll get this back then. And we can slowly then start building the next step, I'm calling it, in our setup. There we go. We can now go, boys. That was a successful trip. I've done many trips across that bridge in the past. A bridge, sorry, across on the boat. And half the time, they haven't ended well. There is nothing worse than saving up a load of money, going to hit the ferry, buying all that expensive stuff, and then something happening along the way, and you lose everything. Just makes you want to cry. I also loaded up my base, kind of the wrong way round as well. So it's now in a little bit of a different direction. Hey-ho! Here we go. Right, okay, so we just park the truck here. It is still nighttime. So let me just sort the lights out so we can see. Boom. Let me just go grab one from over here as well. And then we can make some progress, some work in the dark. Right, there we go. Sweet, mate. Sweet, sweet, sweet. We can now see everything. So what I'm going to do then is we're going to first set it up then where this is pretty much like an automated system. So we first need to get the laser set up. Now, I'm going to have to drop some blueprints down first. Just so I can kind of get the laser system set up and in place. Actually, hang on. I've actually forgotten how the laser looks. Here's my one I bought the other day. So we'll start with this one. So let me open this up. Let me place this down there. So the signal comes from the back of it. Okay. So we activate it. And if anything goes through it, sweet. We can detect it, boys. We can detect it. Right, so let me kind of make like a basic setup on the floor, which is the laser. There we go. Open this box. So this is the one. Now, I believe it goes like this, right? Yeah. And if anything goes through, Yes, there you go. See that? See it turn off? There. So you got to put it on either end. And I believe... Oh, did I get another wire? Yeah, I got another wire over here. Then I believe then... I say I believe.
What are you meant to do next then?
But we'll double check anyway, just to kind of make it this, like, see how it works. This comes out like this. Press finish. So, it's constantly on, isn't it? And then when it goes through there, turns it off. So we're going to have to set it up in a way. Hold on. It turns like this. There we go. Nice, nice, nice. This is going to be freaking dope. Guys, I'm back on the ferry. There's one thing I forgot. I can't believe I forgot it. The freaking signal inverter. Right, I kind of panicked. I was getting it all ready to go. And then I realized the signal is the wire was always lit up, wasn't it? And I thought to myself, wait, it's meant to only light up when I go for the thingy. And I realized, no, SENIAC, you forgot to buy the signal inverter. Guys, you have now, right? I'll let this one slide, but I will allow you to now, in the comment section right now, just simply say, SENIAC, your phone! If you're one of the people who realised before I realised, then GG, well done. We now just got to wait for the freaking boat to go back to buy a freaking signal inverter. I'm just waiting for the boat to move. How foolish. Guys, remember when we were here earlier and I was looking at these, thinking, like, yo, we can get these later at some point. They'll be good. I completely missed out this one, didn't I? And if I looked at it properly, it would have reminded me, boy, SENIAC, you need a freaking signal inverter right now. Which I'm probably going to need two, because I did buy another laser system setup and all that. And it's a good job I bought that stuff as well, because I'm also going to need that. Kind of-ish. Yeah, I say kind of-ish, like, maybe. We're going to need it. We're going to need it. But I'm going to buy two of these anyway. Now, you can set those up, those here that are purchased as well, to kind of like, when the signal kind of gets triggered, it creates like a small little delay by, like, you can choose a delay and stuff like that. And then you can like prolong the signal so it stays on long enough to chop the wood. There's many ways in which we could do it. But buying this, and now we're heading back. I know. Right, your boy's back at his base right now. Finally, what feels like forever and a day. It really does. So let's get this all set up then. And obviously it's going to now, we're going to mimic how this works. So we're inverting it, which I am assuming you go from there, right, to this one. Right, there we go. Turns it off. And then that light there should go blue when we get a thing into it. Boom! And obviously because the wood's going to be held in there for quite some time, it will just literally keep the saw down until there's no wood. Then the saw will go back up and then do it again. But you can set up these as well to kind of create delays or sustain the kind of delay and trigger after so long and whatnot. But that's going to be quite complex for that situation. That's for if you're doing something like mental. I mean, we might have to use them still. I should stop talking about this, because every time I say something, I like, we got to do this, but we don't need to. But then it turns out I kind of do need to. So, SENIAC, stop talking, boy. Stop talking. Right, what we're going to do, we're going to set up the lasers then. So, let's get these... Oh, wrong one. Wrong one! Okay, I'm pressing the wrong buttons. No, I did it again! God damn it, boy. There we go. So, get these set up first. And if I get them right to the edge. Right, boom. One there. And hold on, if I can get it in position. Boom. Is it there? Yeah, it's good enough. Good enough. It's in position now for me to get this down. So we'll start with the this laser here. What way is that going? Okay, just gotta rotate it. And then drop that down. So the wood is going to be pretty much in that line. So we drop it here. That laser right there. And then we got to get this one on the opposite side. So I pretty much got to rotate that now. And then we're going to get this in line. Which, boom, there we go. So hopefully that is enough. If not, we have to move it up slightly, which will be even more annoying. So let's just get rid of... what should I get rid of first? I mean, I'm going to have to get rid of all these wires anyway, apart from that little one underneath. But I think we can actually get rid of this. Move the lever. Just move this wire. There we go. So that's all in. That's all in, that's all in, that's all in. We need to get... See, I might as well move this blueprint now. We can get rid of it. Until we set up like a better system and whatnot. Well, if I get this signal inverter, if I can flip this upside down and then rotate, is that the right way round? No. No, 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 no. But okay, we got it. Let's try again. Boom, there. Right, we get a wire. Then we're going to get the right angle, boy. We're going to get, I feel like I'm going to sneeze. Hold on. Hold on, boys. I'm going to sneeze. I'm going to sneeze. I think I'm okay. No, I'm not. No, I'm not. Yep, I'm okay. No, I'm okay. I think we're okay. I think we're okay, boys. So to there and done. So that is then connected, right? And then we move this one from there to here and press done. So with that done as well, let me make sure that's connected, yeah. All we gotta do is touch it. Woohoo! And it works, boys. And it freaking works. So I can get rid of this blueprint now. So destroy. And we're gonna chop up a tree. Where's the closest tree? Okay, just over here. And we're gonna test this out. So once I know that fully works, which I'm sure it now does, right, we can then start building the housing unit for the freaking, for everything else basically. So let's chop this. There. Nice. Let's pick this bad boy up. Let's run with it! Right. It might not seem a long time, guys, but for me, this has been going on for too long right now, trying to build this freaking system. But we're getting there. We are now legit getting there. So it goes through there. That's all a 1 by 1 that it produces. So it goes through. Let's see how long this is going to be. Right, so it's a good size that I can get multiple chops out. And we're going to have to change all of this, these wires in a moment and place actual blueprints down to get them funneling through. But they get funneled through. It goes under there. Keeps it quite stable. Turns that on. That falls down. And as it continues to go through, chops it up. There we go. We're going to bit there stuck. You chop too quick, boy. You chop too quick. But you're going to get hiccups. You're never going to get that perfect setup. And there you go. We've got a load of wood now chopped up. So when we do eventually buy the 1 by 1 blueprint Game Pass, we got a lot of pieces. So these aren't quite 1 by 1s, but we know 2 of them make a 1 by 1. It's as simple as that. So that now works. That now works gloriously. So we're going to move them. These wires. Move these freaking wires. And we're going to replace them with a blueprint system right now. So, oh, wrong button. We get these, I mean, I can do it in posts, really. But let me just kind of, I could do it like this as well. So, do one there. So, place you there. Place you there. So, I mean, that kind of works. That kind of works. And let me see what kind of wedges I got. I can't remember what wedges I did get. That would work. Right, so with that one there. And then... Oh, I'm pressing the wrong button! SENIAC! What are you doing? Destroy. Destroy. So rotate. There we go. So they create the little funnel to kind of narrow them in if they're a little bit wonky or whatnot. So that's good. That's good then. So I'm stuck underneath. Let me get my wood over here then. So let's build these blueprints if we can. What's that? That's 60%. Okay. 60. We'll grab this piece here, which hopefully now is the 40% that we need, which it should be. Yes, sir. And I got a nice big long piece here, which I can use for this side. which is 70%. So that piece there will make it a... Oh, I dropped it. We'll make 100. Oh, this is good. Good stuff. Right, place you here. You're the perfect size. And so should this. Oh, no. Okay, so I get to use one of my little pieces then to kind of finish it off. There we go, there we go, there we go, there we go. Boom! Delicious! Right, there we go. That's glorious, mate. That is glorious. So with that said then, we have this then as being the ballast, the balance, the kind of thing to stop it flipping. So place that there. And I'm going to have to replace it then with another blueprint. But I've got to watch the height of it. That's kind of what we got to do, is watch the height, because it's going to be a little bit higher than normal. But let me just kind of see first. If I was to put the post there, do I do it with a post? Is that enough for it to go underneath? That is the question. That is the question, boys. So let me kind of throw that up. There we go. And the best way to find out is to kind of throw something like this down. If it goes underneath that, then we know it works. All it is to stop the wood flipping down when it's like a certain size to give it that balance. So that should go underneath beautifully. Yes. That works. That freaking works. So I think what we'll do then is I get the blueprints again. And let's drop a couple of these bad boys down. Why can't I get it? Why is it in the air? I better say, why is it in the air? It's the wrong freaking blueprint. It's the wrong one. I meant to do the post. Right, I do 4 posts. And that should be fine. That should be fine. Right, let's throw these up then. There we go. Oh, excuse me. Excuse me. How diddly dare you? There we go. This one next. There we go. So those little posts there just to kind of help us out slightly. And to kind of make a little bit of a nice design. Let me go to those wedges. Get this little kind of smaller wedge. Is that the right way? No, it's upside down. To kind of, you know, finish off the design there so it kind of ramps up to it. Which looks a little bit better. And I just need to get some smaller pieces to kind of create those little wedges. And we'll grab another one. I reckon this one could do the other side. I reckon that's all I need. Yes. So how does that look? That looks quite nice, doesn't it? That's quite a nice little design, boys. It's beautiful. So that's my little housing unit there for the wood. Goes off there, gets chopped. I mean, I could slightly move this all over a little bit to kind of create the little chops. Then I won't need that wire. That could also work like that. But then it's the pain of moving it over. Do you know, but it will be so much worth it, won't it? Because at the moment, let me get another... I've got these wood over here, haven't I? If I'm getting longer pieces, you know how that little bit got stuck? I can eliminate the fact of, or the you know, the reason of needing that wire if I moved it over by one more. So pull that in. Let me chop this tree as well. Timber! And this is what we'll see right now when we get multiple pieces of wood on the system. I think this might miss it. But there we go. How is this doing then? How is this, boys? It's going up and in. Once it does, it hits it. Gets chopped up, falls down. Okay, that actually worked pretty well. That actually worked pretty well. And the same with this one. It's going to go up, boys. It's going to go up. Now, this is a longer piece. This is what we're going to be more kind of used to, longer pieces. So it goes in. Gets chopped up. That was actually quite glorious. That was actually quite glorious. I was well impressed with that. Well impressed. And then what this will do, then we'll just continually ramp up into the sky. So let's move all these then. So I'm gonna buy another piece of land right now. And that will continue to go back up into the sky. So it'll be then go above our big storage bins that we'll eventually create, which goes into our wood storage unit. So let me go buy the extra piece of land. I've got a couple of ramped conveyors over there we can utilize. Let me just empty my truck. I've got so much logic right now, I just don't know what to do with it. Don't know what to do with it, boys. Just imagine how much I'm going to have to buy to get all the wood storage bins up and running with their little, like, the conveyors that kind of move stuff out the way and whatnot. It's going to be crazy. It's going to be crazy. It's right. So we go to the wood store then. There we go. There we go. Let's speak to you, boy. How much is land now? I bet you it's so expensive. Yeah, I do. I want to buy. Yeah, I want to expand my land. So to get it on that little section there, 21,000. Oof. Oof. Right. Thanks for ripping me off, dude. Appreciate it. Appreciate it. Right, let's skirt. Let's go. Let's go. And right, let's pull up. Okay, and jump out. Right. So let's move these conveyors over this side then. Move you. Rotati. If we can get him in position. Yes. So it's going to have to go up quite... There's going to be quite a few of them, but we've got the length to go up. So it's going to go all the way up there. Then it's going to turn here. Then we're going to have all the wood storage bins going down along this side. And we're going to obviously have them organised. We're going to have like the wood detectors and all that kind of stuff. I did buy a wood detector, so we can build the first one if we need to. There we go. And then we're going to have each bin is going to have a certain type of wood in there. So it's all organised. It's all in its place. It's going to be beautiful. It's going to be so damn beautiful. Right, come on. Get you placed on. There we go. There we go. So, nice. So that just continues to go rise. It's got to be higher than the actual bins that we create. That is now all hooked up, which is glorious. I feel like I need to move this over by one more. Don't you think? I'm kind of stuck. Damn it. You're stuck, boy. And eventually I'm going to build a huge building that goes around this whole conveyor system as well to make it look pretty nice. Should we get this moved over by one? I feel like we kind of need to, don't we? We kind of do. Right, let me move this stuff then. Move there. Right, I'm going to have to move the chop saw as well. There we go. Move the wires. Move that wire. There is so much stuff we've got to move. Makeshift blueprints set up then. And I'm trying to think where the best position would be for them. Would it be there? For the all the other stuff. Which means that one would go there, right? Yes. Okay. So then move this to... Is that the right way I've done it? No. It was almost. I rotated it and I didn't need to. So does that laser go in the right... Yeah, it's the right height for the laser. Right, move this. It's that I need to rotate. Right, that goes there. Perfect! Perfect! And then I move this. Big boy. Is that the right... Let me turn that on. Is that the right spot for it? Let me make it go back by one. There we go. So that should be fine there if I turn that on. Yeah. That chops wonderfully. I've got to move this conveyor over as well. But now I can destroy these. Because now I can get... Where's my signal inverter? There we go. So rotate and then turn upside down. And then make sure it's the right way. Yes, it is. So then this goes from there to there. It didn't go in. Oh no, it did. That was a huge delay, wasn't it? To there. Beautiful. Right, that now is all set up. If I was to put wood through there, it would work. But this conveyor is a little bit too close. Too far away, sorry. So back to the blueprints. And now I believe I drop that one there. And then move this. I can't actually remember which... Is that the way it needs to go? Right, let's see. Do I have a piece of wood? There's some wood over here, isn't there? Yeah. I don't know how long this is going to be, but we're now testing out with these. I think these are going to be too small, these little pieces. Let me push that through. I think that's going to be way too small. But we're just going to make... Yeah, it's way too small. We're just going to make sure that that conveyor goes the right way down. I know it's facing down that way, but does it make this side go up? Like is it doing like a circle? I don't think it is. But that's going to fall straight down. So it makes no sense. We should have just picked up a big piece from the get-go. Right, is this one a little bit longer? I don't think even this one's a little bit longer. I think it is. We've got longer pieces over here. I got to move this blueprint because it will build the blueprint if I'm not too careful. But I think we're now all up and running, boys. I think we're now officially all up and running. So let's get this over here. I'll make it go for here again because it's all nicely lined up. Boom! Let's go. Let's go. Nice. Nice. It looks so much more tidier now, doesn't it? You have to admit that. It looks so much more tidy. So this goes in. Chops it, falls down. Chops it, falls down. Sweet. Now what I could do, if I could fit a blueprint in there, I don't know if I will be able to or not, is to have... And we would have to play around with that. Is to have like 2 posts coming out from there to there, so it stays in line. If that makes sense. But I could do it with the smaller pieces anyway to kind of keep it level. But that's actually not too shabby. It's actually quite good. So next episode, then, guys. Next episode. Do you want to see me progress the conveyor system up and set up the first wood detection storage bin? I think we're going to have to because we need all that type of wood. We've got to finish the setup before we can go on to the huge builds. Which is going to mean I need to, you know, get a lot more conveyors on the go. But this is actually going to be pretty damn dope. I'm so impressed with how this looks already. This nice little housing unit. It's so good. So good! I'm impressed, boys. It took a while. It took 2 trips across the to the Logic store. But we got there in the end. That is all I can say, guys. We got there in the end. Well, I hope you did enjoy this, guys. If you did, smash that like button down below. And until next time, I'll see you all soon. So good. Bye.